everybody. Okay, I got something really cool today. I've seen one of these, or I have watched a small review of one of these on MREinfo.com. But I was like, I'll probably never get this, so I won't even. Well, out of the blue, great dude said, "Hey man, I got something for you, man. I'm gonna send it to you." So I'm like, all right, cool. And I got one of these. It is a light meal combat pack, or an LMC, from our Canadian brothers of the Great White North. The purpose of this is to supplement an IMP, kind of like how the MRE ration that the U.S. issues is a supplemental meal or ration to a standard MRE. It's pretty much designed to add another 1,000 calories for the soldier or warfighter or whatever you would like to call them. So, and it's usually like high sugar, high carbohydrate, stuff like that to keep a soldier on the move. So let's take a look at what we got inside of here. Oh, and before I open this up, if you're curious what's inside of one of these MREs, I've already done a review on this, and I'll put the link right down here. So if you want to take a look at what's inside of a MRE, check out that link. Alright, this is pretty neat. It's got some little tear notches right here on the side. A great big huge heat seal. That is awesome. And you can see that this was manufactured in 2013. So it's still good. There's nothing on the other side. So the only writing is right on the front. And let's take a look what's inside. Here we've got a sneak peek. Looks like we have some drinks. Oh, you can smell like a chocolatey smell coming right out. So you get 2 extra drinks, 2 lemon drinks. This might be the source of that chocolatey smell. You get a pack of M&Ms. And there's usually like an expiration date or something like that, but seeing how this was packaged in 2013, shouldn't be that bad. You have some Fudgy-O crackers or biscuits or cookies. Looks like there's 2 small cookies in there. Now that is a block of beef jerky. Now it said that this was menu number 1, beef jerky. So they give you 50 grams of that, which is high speed. One of these beverage bags, these Canadian beverage bags are probably the best on the market that I've seen in any ration. So if I was ever going to design a ration, I would actually contact the company that produces these for the Canadian Forces. It's a real sturdy bag, and the best part about it is this opens up and fills up and it stands up on its own. Awesome bag. You have a fruit source bar. Looks like this has cherries, strawberries, and raspberries in it. Soldier fuel. That is high speed. This is a real peanut butter. And what does this do? It's 270 calories. So that would put some lead in it. Oh, we have some hot chocolate. So if you're in one of them cold environments. And what do we have here? It says strawberry flavored dried cranberries. That is interesting. So you have strawberry flavored cranberries. And that is it. So that is about 1,000 calories worth of food and drink that you would have in addition to your IMPs for the day. So, well, I'm really curious. Let me grab my tray and grab some water. Let's start pouring this stuff up. Okay, let's make some drinks. Now, we have 2 lemons, so we'll only make 1 of these. And of course the hot chocolate. And this calls for 170 ml of water. It's got a nice chocolatey smell, which is always a good thing when you're having hot chocolate. And we'll use our IMP spoon. And we'll give this a mix. This calls for 250 ml of water. That's got a really nice lemon fragrance. And we'll give this a stir. Okay, let's check out the rest of this stuff. I have been really curious about our soldier fuel. It's a real peanut butter flavor. So I don't know if this is going to be like a first strike ration bar kind of thing. I just don't know. So I know it definitely looks, man, like an energy bar that you get from commercial sources if you're into weightlifting or that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's very reminiscent of like a First Strike ration bar. A very nice peanutty peanut butter kind of smell. And that is the nutrition facts for those of you interested in that kind of stuff. Then we have the cat's pajamas for the thing, a pack of M&Ms. And we've all seen what these look like. And so has my carpet now. I think 1 or 2 escaped out of the M&M wrapper. And the namesake of this ration, of course, is the beef jerky. Doesn't want to come out. And seeing how this is menu number 1, beef jerky, we will give it the prime spot on the tray. You can see this has been vacuum packed beyond all measure, because these are all little individual pieces and they are firmly bonded together in the vacuum process. So pretty neat. What else do we have? We have a fruit source bar, or plus veggie. So it's fruit source plus vegetables. And this looks exactly like one of those compressed kind of fruit bars that you would get in that Italian and the French rations. It's got a really pleasant smell. It's almost raisiny or like plum kind of smell. We'll see if we can find out what is inside of this. Well, figures, there's no plum in here whatsoever. It's apple and or pear puree concentrate, apple, grape, pear, and carrot, and cherry and elderberry. That is a whole lot of ands. It says and raspberry and strawberry and lemon juice concentrates. I'm not making it up. There's like 50 ands in that. I was like, good Lord. I think somebody missed. Well, anyway, this is an English class, so I digress. And then we have some of these great Fudgios. Some of you might recall these from your youth. And for those of you in the service, you'll recall them from these packets. So there is some Fudgios. Oh, actually, let me stick these over here with this, because now we have the strawberry flavored cranberries. Huh. Well, I don't know how that works. You would think they cranberry flavored cranberries, but we have strawberry flavored cranberries. Not that I'm dissing it. I think it's an interesting concept, and I am looking forward to seeing what it's about. If I can get low enough in this stupid wrapper. So there we go again. It just doesn't want to release the contents. There is a raspberry smell, but there's also a pretty potent cranberry smell. So that is interesting. So, alright, we have our lemon beverage. We have our hot chocolate. Maybe that needs another quick little stir to get that all back in its happy little state. Alright, let's try the beef jerky. And the beef jerky is like super dehydrated. So, okay, this has a little sweetness to it because it's cured with some brown sugar. And then after that sweetness hits you, then you get a little bit of, how do you explain soy sauce? A little bit of sharp kind of a taste. And then the soy comes through. The problem with these is all the moisture has been removed out of these. So when you bite into these things, they almost kind of shatter apart, and it all kind of turns into like meat granules, kind of like a pemmican kind of thing, and it just gets all everywhere. So, I mean, it is completely stuck in my teeth. So you could possibly even hydrate this in a little bit of water if you wanted to get some of that moisture back in there. But hey, if you're walking around out in the field and you need a quick shot of protein, that is what you're going to want to have. Now let's try some of this fruit source concentrated puree of fruit and vegetables. They are not kidding when they say concentrated. And they don't really put any sweeteners in it either. It is literally fruit with some vegetables. And it has a really sticky consistency. I can still, my fingers are even kind of sticking together, which actually works real well with these because it collects all of that granule meat product. This just picks it all up and just cleanses your mouth. And it has an outstanding aftertaste. I'm not being sarcastic. When you first try it, you're like, oh, well, that's kind of, it's good, but it's not like sweet. And then that pear concentrate or apple concentrate that most of this is made of really kind of mellows everything out. So now the peanut butter soldier fuel, that's what it is, right? Make sure I get it right. Yep, soldier fuel. And I was going to say, this is really familiar tasting. And this might be hard to see, but if you can read that, this is actually produced for the Canadian Forces by Meal Kit Supply Canada. So I think I've done one review on Meal Kit Supply, and G. Schultz has done a ton of them. So yeah, you might be able to see this kind of bar in some of their Meal Kit Supply rations. So pretty tasty. It's got these little flavor granules in there to give it a little bit of crunch. Now we'll try one of the Fudgios. This is, I mean, it's chocolatey, but it's almost kind of refreshing because it doesn't blitz you with sweetness like these are going to do. You have these milk chocolate candy discs with a candy coated shell. Yep, and these contrast very much with each other. In fact, when I try this hot chocolate, I'll put one of these Fudgios in there and see how that goes. Before I try this, I'm going to take another bite of this to help cleanse that palate and get some of that residue out of the teeth. Yeah, I'm becoming more and more of a fan of these, so that is pretty pleasant. Now the strawberry flavored cranberries. This should be kind of interesting. I'm not like a fan of like cranberry sauce at the holidays. You know, I usually don't touch it. Now, granted, I was in the Army, so I'll eat it, but it's not anything that I go to the store to pick out. Okay, I'm stumped. I don't know how you do it, but they made cranberries have a very strong strawberry taste. I don't know if it's strawberry extract or what, but this lives up to its name. This is not deceptive advertising. These really do kind of taste like strawberries. So, wow. And then a little bit of my hot chocolate. It's still nice and warm. And I'm just curious. I don't know if people do this or not, but I know some people dunk their cookies or their biscuits inside of their tea or coffee or hot chocolate. So that's what I'm going to do. That was actually pretty tasty because it softens that cookie or biscuit right up. So it makes it so much more pleasant. You can get a little flavor of this in there too. Pretty good. Okay, the last one we've got is the lemon drink. It's been sitting there. You see it's reconstituted. Really nice. And that has a very strong lemon flavor. Nice color to it. So, okay everybody. This was a review of a light meal combat pack from the Canadian Forces. This is menu number 1, beef jerky. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm going to save this for snacks throughout the rest of the week. So, I will see you all in the next review. Take care. Bye.